We will do the Pledge of Allegiance at this point. Those in presence, please rise. I pledge allegiance to the flag, United States
of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands,
one
nation, under
God, indivisible, liberty, justice for all. Thank you. We have 2 members via virtual. We have 3 members present in person, so we do have a quorum. Just as a reminder, due to the situation with COVID-19 and the current rules that are in place, all voting must be done by roll call, in which Kathy will call out. Also, keep 10 of your mics so everybody can hear. If you do have input or want something, please feel free to open the mic and call for the floor, and we will acknowledge you. So now we'll move on. Any comments of commission members? Garten, Powers, Crouch, Henderson? None being?
Here.
We will move to approval of the minutes from the meeting of November 9th. Floor open for motion.
So moved.
We have a first, I have a second.
Second it.
We have a first and a second. Roll,
Second.
please.
Robert Crouch,
Aye.
Gail Garten,
Aye.
Here.
Bob Hendrickson,
Aye.
Karen Powers,
Aye.
Charles Wheeler.
Aye.
Unanimous.
Passed. Okay. Next item would be election of officers. We'll now open the floor for nominations for president. Do we have any nominations for president?
I nominate you.
I'll second.
Wheeler.
We have a first and a second.
We don't need a second, just a
Yeah,
first.
I appreciate that. We have a second call for nominations and a third call for nominations. Nominations for the office of president is closed. Normally, we would do by acclamation, but we can't. We have to do a roll call vote. So Kathy, call a roll, please.
Robert Crouch,
Aye.
Gail Garten,
Aye.
Bob Hendrickson,
Aye.
Karen Powers,
Aye.
Charles Wheeler.
Aye.
It's unanimous, Mr. President.
Thank you, ma'am. Gentlemen, thank you very much. We now open the floor for nominations for vice president. I nominate Gail Garten.
Thank you.
Are there any other nominations for vice president? Going twice? 3 times? Nominations are closed for vice president. May we call the roll, please?
Robert Crouch,
Aye.
Gail Garten,
Aye.
Bob Hendrickson,
Aye.
Karen Powers,
Aye.
Charles Wheeler.
Aye.
Unanimous.
Thank you, ma'am. The chair now opens for nominations for the office of secretary. Do I have any nominations for secretary?
Karen? I nominate Karen.
Nomination for Karen Powers. Do I have any other nominations? Going once? Call twice? All 3 times? Nominations are closed. Kathy, call the roll, please.
Robert Crouch,
Aye.
Gail Garten,
Aye.
Bob Hendrickson,
Aye.
Karen Powers,
Aye.
Charles Wheeler.
Aye, ma'am.
Unanimous, 5-0.
Thank you, ladies.
Congratulations.
Appreciate you serving. Unfinished business, we have none. We'll now go to new business, where I'm been made aware that the chief has some information and an amendment he wishes to bring forth to us tonight. Chief?
Yes, good evening, everyone. Thank you for your time, as always. I don't really have a formal presentation, but I do have a request for an amendment to LPD Merit Commission rules. These rules had not been previously updated since 2013. In 2016, there was a new Indiana state law that pertains to one of the rules in our Merit Commission. And that involves Article 2, Section F as in Frank, number 2, which pertains to the eligibility requirement for a new applicant to the police department. And in general, just to summarize, this requirement previously stated simply that to be a member of the department, an applicant must be at least 21 years of age and less than 36 years of age, period, end. Well, in 2016, the Indiana legislature passed a law, 36-8-4.7, which added an amendment to that 20 years of age to 36 years of age. And the amendment essentially allows for an exception. So without going into the entire state law, I will just say that the law changed so that any person who had served at least 20 years of military service and received an honorable discharge from the armed forces, that applicant would be allowed to join the department at the age of 40 years and 6 months. So 40 years and 6 months is now the highest age a person can join the department if that person has 20 years of military service and an honorable discharge. For whatever reason, it's probably my fault. Just this state law just never caught my attention that we should also update our LPD Merit Commission to allow for that. And that's what I'm asking for now. And I think the reason this is on our radar now is because we are in the middle of a hiring process. Well, not in the middle, we're in the infancy of our hiring process that our application acceptance portion began on January 1st of 2021. So now it's particularly important that we update our local merit commission rules to reflect the updated state law. So I'll take any questions. That's about as simple as I can make it without going into all of the specifics. And I think, Mr. President, possibly, I know you and Kathy have a copy of the before and after rules. If the other commissioners need a copy, I'll be more than happy to provide it. But that's the gist of it.
Thank you, Chief. At this point, is there any discussion from commission members? Mr. Crouch?
No, I've seen and read the copy.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Henderson?
I don't need a copy.
Okay. Ms. Garden?
I'm fine with it.
Don't need a copy.
Ms. Powers?
No questions, thank you.
Okay. So at this point, the floor will open up to a motion amending Article 2, Section F of the Rules and Regs of the Lawrence Police Department Merit Commission to read as such. Section 2, eligibility requirement, Section F, Section 2, age. An interested party must be at the time of application to be a member at least 21 years of age and less than 36 years of age. Here's the amendment, folks. Except as provided by Indiana Code 36-8-4.7, as may be amended from time to time for veterans of the armed forces who meet the eligibility requirements it says forth in this code of 36-8-4.7, and the gist of that being the 20 years of service, the honorable discharge, and no older than 40 years and 6 months of age. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
I have a first. Do I have a second?
I'll second it.
Second.
Yes, sir. We have a first and a second. Kathy, would you call the roll, please?
Robert Crouch,
Mr. Crouch? Your vote, sir.
Aye.
Gail Garten,
You
Aye.
guys not hear me?
Bob Hendrickson,
Aye.
Karen Powers,
Aye.
Charles Wheeler.
Aye.
It's unanimous.
You heard Bob's. I did not hear his.
Huh?
You heard Bob Crouch's? Okay, I did not, as long as you did. All right. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. That moves us on to Chief. Do you have any performance recognition for us tonight?
I do not, but I look forward in the year 2021 at some point to bringing the awesome performance of many of our highlighted officers to your attention once again. So that will definitely be part of the normal meeting once we get to in-person meetings again.
I totally agree with you, Chief. I miss that too. Any further comments from you, sir? I know we've got a busy time coming up. I think March through May, the process is really going to be picking up. Is everything still moving forward, even with the protocols in place?
Yes, absolutely. And I'm glad you mentioned that, Mr. President. I would like to bring to everyone's attention, not only the Merit Commission members, but anyone from the public right now that may be tuning in or may see it later. Please go to our website, joinlawrencepd.com. And even if you're not interested in a job, just look at this beautiful website that we, with working with some really professional partners at Collective Alternative, which is a marketing firm in Lawrence. JoinLawrencePD.com is the website, and it's just filled with excellent information about your Lawrence Police Department and why we are the best in the state, and why any interested candidates for the position of law enforcement officer should strongly consider the Lawrence Police Department as a place to spend a career. And again, I'll say it one final time, just not to beat you over the head with it, but it's joinlawrencepd.com. And there's some really cool content in that website. So if you get a chance, check it out.
Thank you, Chief. We do have one citizen in the room. Do you have any comments or participation? Okay, thank you, sir. Anybody online? I do not believe we have anybody on call in, so we will move on. At this point, we will move towards adjournment. Ladies and gentlemen, our next meeting is scheduled at this point in time pending agenda and COVID restrictions, February 8th. We are dismissed at 6:15.